we still call her one of the rising stars of women's tennis? She's become a pretty big name.
She's become a big name. She had a great look at last year's Roland Garros. She got herself all the way to the semifinals and then just got a little bit nervous. But she has, for someone so young, I mean, she's almost half the age of her opponent today. For someone this young, she's come an awful long way. She grew up in Germany, lived there till she was 6, but she's from the Czech Republic, coached by her stepfather. She trains at Bollettieri's, and she's got a very, very large game, including a big serve. My buddy Pat Doherty down at the Bollettieri IMG Academy down there has spent 3 weeks working on it. Before she came down here to Australia. It's always been big, it's always been dangerous, but it can go off. It can be inconsistent. If she serves well, I mean, the rest of her game is so big off the ground, she can do some real fine work down here. And
managing matches mentally, trying to close them out, trying to play well at the big points, of course. She's only 17 years old. And Jill Craybas, one of the endangered species, an American woman at the Australian Open, Mary. And as you said, a veteran who's been around for a long time, 32 years old.
Well, she's in tremendous shape, and that's why she's able to still compete at the top level. Very gritty. And that backhand of hers, that's her best shot. She lacks the firepower of the 17-year-old on the other side of the net. But she'll hang around, and if you're going to make some errors for her, you can see her ranking is well below Nicole Vaidisova's. But you know you're in for it. You know she will make you work for the round.
Hasn't been a really clean first set. Unforced errors for Vaidisova, 19. 13 for Craybas against only 2 winners. She's not out there to hit winners necessarily.
Craybas had the big win a couple of years ago. Remember, in the 3rd round, she took out Venus Williams.
Back when early round exits for Venus were still kind of a shock.
Venus not competing here. Her left wrist continues to give her worries. She's a righty, but there are so many off-wrist injuries now in tennis, and she's among them.
Vaidisova able to muscle that big forehand to get to 15-30.
Vaidisova likes playing inside the baseline, and that's why she should win this match pretty comfortably, because she hits big and she hits early.
A strong play from Craybas. It's the penetrating forehand to set the point up, and she's got a couple of break points to get back on serve in this first set.
She's very opportunistic, Chris. I mean, she's a real pro, a real veteran, Jill Craybas. Been around a long time, works very, very hard. You know, gives herself the best look she can, you know, to do some real damage at the top level of the game.
Disappointing. She has a couple of break points, not able to get a return in play. Back to deuce. Good deep serve.
That's a nice effort, isn't it?
Well played.
Craybas taking over the court. She's not afraid of the net at all. Very opportunistic.
It's only her 3rd winner of the set, but a good time for it. Vaidisova's tough, but she can put her opponent on a quick defensive at the point.
Craybas, if she's a tough out, she'll make you hit a lot of balls. She'll make sure that you earn the win. Vaidisova is so much taller, such a pure hitter. Just naturally more aggressive than the veteran American. And that's a miss.
That forehand long. And the fourth break point for Craybas to get even. Got cut leaning the wrong way.
It's a nice serve, isn't it? Takes full advantage of her height.
And Jill doesn't seem to be able to read it very well at all. That forehand inside the line to set up a set point.
Well, Craybas played a pretty good point here. You want to go more to the Vaidisova forehand because she makes more errors from there, but that one curled cross court and stayed in. And this could be the set now for the young Czech. Good idea from Vaidisova. Just break up that rally like that.
You don't mind the drop shot in the middle of a pressure point?
I think it was well done. You know, you have to guard against all of her power. So she was able to fake out Craybas, which isn't easy to do.
Another set point. So Jill Craybas does make her earn it, but the 10th seed Nicole Vaidisova takes the first set 6-4. And when we come back in our live coverage, Marcos Bagdatis will be on.